Hi. In this video, I'm going to show how Walu can help automate support for your community or business. Let's start by adding the bot to our Discord server. Now on our server, type !Walu or /Walu. The bot will send you a link to its panel where you will manage it. Let's open it in our browser. Let's skip the homepage for now and move to the FAQ, Frequently Asked Questions page. You can see we already have one example FAQ, but let's add our own one. On the right, you can see suggestions. You may not immediately see them, but as you use the bot, they will appear there. In our case, I can just click Add. Let's type our answer to the question and click Save. We have just added our first FAQ. Let's try it out. Let's now ask a similar question on our Discord server. Note that we have phrased the question differently this time, and we don't need to mention or ping the bot. Walu automatically responded with the answer to our question. It also converted the support tickets part to a clickable one. Let's move back to the panel. We can also add multiple questions to a FAQ. You don't need to add very similar questions as the AI is good with paraphrases. However, we want the bot to give the same answer to another question our users may ask. Why can't I log into my account? By the way, there are a few other settings you can adjust to for a FAQ. The Send Exactly as Written option means that the entire answer will be sent exactly as you have written here. If it's disabled, Walu may paraphrase, personalize, and only use some parts of the answer. You can also adjust the minimum confidence. A lower value means that the bot will respond even when it's less confident the user is asking this exact question, while higher values require the user's question to be more like the ones listed here. We recommend starting with the default settings. We can now try the new question we added for this FAQ. Adding more questions helps the bot generalize better and automate more and more of your support requests. Adding FAQs manually can take a while. However, Walu also offers a way to import either your existing FAQs or create them from existing content. Let's go to the FAQ import section and copy part of Walu's own documentation in the text area as an example. Click Import and wait a few seconds depending on the length of the text. Walu identified potential FAQs from our text. We can now select the ones we want to import and also edit them here if needed. Finally, click Import. Now on the FAQ page, we can see the new question-answer pairs. Pretty easy. Another feature of Walu is the ability to use documents as a knowledge base for answers. You can use, for example, your existing text documents, websites, or even Discord channel as a document. Let's add our first document. We will use our existing website. We want Walu to also click the links on the first page, so it will read the other pages too. Note that it will only follow links on the first page it lands on. After a few minutes, we can see it has imported the content of our website and the content of the linked pages. Using Walu's custom AI models, it can detect when someone needs help, even if they do not mention or tag Walu. Walu will then search through the documents and check whether the documents have help for the user. In this example, our website had an answer to the question, and Walu used that information to generate an answer. Note how it also added links to the sources. We can click them, and it will open the exact page in our browser, and even the exact part of the documentation has been highlighted for us, which helps us confirm this information. You may wonder how to decide between using FAQs and documents. They both have their use cases, and it depends on how you want to use Walu. FAQs are always very accurate, as you know exactly what it will answer. Also, you do not need credits to use FAQs. If you have an existing relatively big server, we recommend starting with FAQs for the most common question. This way, you can avoid any unforeseeable consequences and you get to know the bot better first. FAQs are very powerful, predictable, and you save ton of time by automating the most common questions. However, if you're interested in more radical automation, documents make it possible. Also, one approach is to use FAQs everywhere and have specific channel for AI support using the documents. We have seen many communities take this approach as it takes the advantages of both FAQs and documents as knowledge source. Finally, let's have a quick look at other settings and features Walu has. Walu is multilingual and supports over 50 different languages. If your users also speak other languages than English, select the multilingual setting. This way, Walu knows to use the multilingual AI and can work across different languages even at the same time. You can enable the bot only on specific channels. The bot will simply ignore messages on all other channels. You can also use channel categories. The bot has several messages that you can edit or translate to other languages. It can detect the user's language and send the translated version. Here we can also configure it to send a message when the user who asked the question reacts with thumbs up or thumbs down. For example, you can instruct the user to create a support ticket or even ping your own staff automatically. Lastly, one nice feature of Walu is that it can link the user to previous similar questions. Basically, it searches for similar questions on the channels the user has access to. If it finds a similar question, it will send a link to the message if it considers it enough similar and not too old. Now it's your time to automate your support process.